Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we're going to look at some phrases using the word threatened, like it threatened me, he threatened her, etc. We're going to look at the basic pronunciation and then also how words change their pronunciation depending on the context. So if we say something like it threatened me, we're going to say different sounds for the beginning of threatened and the end of threatened than if I'm just saying threatened by itself. This is going to be helpful for you for the basic practice here, but also knowing how we connect words, how to sound fluent in English. When we learn word by word, we end up not sounding natural and fluent like a native speaker. And you may find that certain words are very challenging to put in different combinations. So understanding how and why they change is the purpose of this class. Looking at our first phrase, if we're saying it threatened me, the first thing that happens is that when we're saying it threatened, we won't say it threatened. We don't have a clear break between it and threatened. So if I'm saying it threatened me or that threatened me, what I'm going to do is use an unreleased T here. It threatened. So I'm going to make a stop for the T, it, and I'm just going to release right into the TH. The challenge, or the way to make this less challenging, if I do it with my tongue tip up and then I have to move to threatened with my tongue tip between my teeth, it's going to be too slow and too long of a pause. It threatened. So what I tend to do, and what I think most native speakers do, is we do what's called co-articulation here, that we're linking that T to the TH, and we basically put our tongue ready for the TH even as we're saying the word it or that. If I just say it, that, I'm going to put my tongue up. If I say it threatened, you can see that my tongue already comes to the TH position as I'm stopping the air for the T. It threatened me, that threatened me. So that helps me say that fluently and link those two together. I do have a video and lesson about linking to TH from T and other sounds. You can check that out on the channel if you find that to be challenging. That is one of the challenges of the TH sound, and it can make it so much smoother and easier to do an accurate American TH if you have that ability there. Then the word threatened within the word can also present some challenges where we do also use an unreleased T here for the middle T. Threatened me. For that one, we're not going to put our tongue out because there's no TH coming. We're going right to the syllabic N. Threatened. So I stop the air, make that N short, and then I move to the D. Threatened, threatened. If I'm just saying it threatened, he threatened, then I'm going to say my D sound and release it. But again, the D at the end of the word will change depending on what's next. So if I have a consonant sound like threatened me, I can make a little D, threatened me, and I'm going to go to the M after that, threatened me. Or I might not release that D and I just have to make the N very short so you can hear that it's not threaten me. If I was saying threaten with no ED, my N sound would be long. Don't threaten me, don't threaten me. My N would continue to my he didn't threaten, or he threatened me. I can either put that little D on like I said, or if I keep my N short, he threatened me. You can hear it's very different than threaten me. So we may or may not say that D. If you want to be fully clear that you're using past tense, then you want to put that little D in, threatened me. Then again, at the beginning, if I'm starting with she or he, something with a vowel, I'm going to just have that smooth transition from vowel to TH. She threatened, he threatened me. Again, there I can just have my th sound fully. If I'm ending with a vowel after the D, they threatened us. My D will link, and it's almost like the D will go on the word us. He threatened us. They threatened us. So you will hear that D, it will release. For him and her, when there's an H sound, I threatened him. I can say my H, threatened him, same as I do for other consonants where I might let a little D out, threatened him. Excuse me, I just showed you the other way. The other way is that with him or her, we might drop that H. I threatened him. They threatened her. And there we hear that D and it links right to the vowel. So that's one of the reductions that we sometimes do for words that begin with H, him and her in particular, when they're not very important or they're linked on to another word, that H can drop. Finally, if we move to something like we threatened them, I'm again having to move from my D to my TH, and so I'm going to make the D in a slightly different position. Threatened them. I might drop the D a little bit and make my N short, threatened them, or I can do a small d, threatened them. So that's probably one of the tougher ones. You may end up not linking quite as much and having a little d, threatened them, little break, if you want to make it very clear that you're using past tense. Otherwise, they threatened them about that. Sometimes we will drop that d, moving from our N to our TH, and let the context tell the listener that we are using the full past tense of threatened. So this is a fairly complicated process, maybe a little bit more than the viewer expected, the person who asked about threatened me, but they probably are struggling with that combination because of putting that combination of the sounds in threatened with the following word, me. So I wanted to give you a fairly comprehensive look at how we link this, depending on what comes before and what comes after, and just let you know that there's many different changes that happen because of fluent speech. Don't let this feel overwhelming to you. What you want to do is when there's a word that you're challenged by, try practicing it in lots of everyday contexts with different words before and after. And when you learn about the rules of what happens for linking, especially things like words with past tense that end with D, I have a number of videos about that here on the channel, as well as you can learn more about that in our American Accent 6-week course. It walks you through the details of how to practice with past tense and present tense and how to link words together, as well as our Real Talk course, which is an advanced course looking at fluent speech, linking, reductions, and lots of details like that. We do cover these in our Word of the Day videos sometimes, and of course also in our Saturday live question and answer classes. You can come and ask about your phrases, learn about fluent speech and how native speakers connect words together. But I wanted to just give you this as an example to talk about a general idea of linking and reductions and how learning the pronunciation of words by themselves is useful and important, but you also really need to look at how they change and how they link together in fluent speech so that you can use them accurately and naturally as you're speaking. Thank you so much for watching this video. For your questions, requests, and comments. Those are really helpful, and I do keep a list. I'm working my way through your requests. If you have something you'd like to see me cover on the channel, do feel free to leave that in a comment on this video or any of my videos, or you can attend our Saturday live question and answer classes and get an answer right away. Also, those of you who have joined as channel members, I wanted to give you a special thank you and shout out. I will be gifting some more channel memberships, so make sure that you've turned on Allow Gifts if you're a subscriber to the channel. You can also join yourself by subscribing to the channel and then clicking the join button. You'll see the membership perks, additional videos, and lessons we have just for members. And also members can leave their requests and I will cover them right away for them in a video or class. So I hope you'll be able to check that out, and I do appreciate so much those of you who have subscribed to the channel and joined as channel members. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing everyone tomorrow in tomorrow's Word of the Day, as well as Saturday in our live class. I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. SpeechModification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.